Hello guys and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Dominique and in today's video we're going to be discussing how we're going to romanticize our spring/summer. Do you ever find yourself looking outside and being like, oh my god, yay, summer's here, and then you blink and you're like, who turned out the lights? Because winter comes back so quickly, especially in the UK. We get no sun pretty much for like at least 8 to 9 months of the year. I think around 8 months of the year. It's so cold, it's so dark, everyone has their hood on, eyes down, like just trying to get to where they're going. So in today's video I'm going to tell you how you can make the most out of your spring and summer on a budget. So let's go. The first tip I have is change up your hair and makeup. So this could be with your makeup. You could add some more blush. I think blush like over your nose and like right here just looks so cute in the summertime. You can also add more of a glossy lip if throughout the winter you find yourself reaching more for matte shades. Then in the summer you can gloss it up a little bit and add a glossy lip color. You can also do your hair differently. So this could be adding jewelry. I'll throw some ideas up here, but I think it looks so cute when you have the hair jewelry all going through your hair and so on. I think it looks so nice. So the easiest thing you can do is make small changes to your hair and makeup. Tip number 2 is change up your scent. Now, I am a vanilla girl through and through. All the things that I have are vanilla. However, in the summer, you can change it up a little bit. So what does this mean? Well, if you're like vanilla like me, maybe you want to try and go for more of a coconut scent because it's just a bit lighter, a bit fresher. Maybe if you're very into musk or woody scents, I think that can be very heavy for the summertime. So you can change it up and go for floral, something like Daisy by Marc Jacobs is a really good example, but there are so many dupes out there. You don't have to spend a lot of money. You can even go to Superdrug and get like the body mists and stuff. I keep a mini one of them in my bag. It's got like a little floral scent. Sometimes they come in a pack of 5 or something like that, but just to change up your scent and make you smell amazing for the summer. My third tip goes along with tip number 2, and that is to change up the scent of your home. My favorite scent is vanilla sandalwood, again, because I just love vanilla. But in the summer, what you can do is change up the scent of your home. So you can do this by getting candles that are more of a floral scent. Or you can get those candles that smell like clean laundry. Oh my goodness, I know Bath and Body Works do these kind of candles, but you can find a lot of amazing candles at TK Maxx. I found this candle at TK Maxx. It is fresh cut gardenias and it smells, oh my god, it smells like a garden, but it also smells fresh. I'm not very keen on super heavy floral scents, like super rose scents, but this one I got from TK Maxx for about £8 and I've been burning it every single day and it's still like only half left and it was about £8. So if you're on a budget, head to TK Maxx. They have so many amazing reed diffusers and candles out there that I'm sure you'll find one that you will love. The third tip is to change your nails. Now maybe throughout the winter you've been going for browns and that kind of burgundy nail. However, what you can do is change them up. So I'm very basic. I always get a French manicure, which I think looks very classic throughout the whole year. But what you can do is you can get maybe a brighter pink shade, or if you're a bit more bold than I am, you can go for light blues and so on. I'll throw something up here as well so that you can, you know, get an idea. But if you do want to stick to something classic, I think a French tip is so good. And we all know white toes in the summer is amazing. I have French because I like my nails and toes to match, you know. But you can get French on your pedicure. You can get white toenails. You can get little designs if you find somewhere. You know, if you're going to get your nails done anyways, you can just change up the color. Sorry guys, my camera died, but let's continue. The next tip that I have is for you to add some pops of color into your outfit. Now, I'm wearing black all day, every day, usually throughout the year. However, like today, you can see if you're wearing a neutral outfit, you can add a pop of color into that outfit just to brighten and lighten the look a little bit. If color is not your thing, what you can do is swap out black for white. So for example, instead of wearing a black cardigan, you can wear a white cardigan. Or instead of wearing black trainers, you can wear a pair of really nice crispy white trainers or sandals or something like that. Even brown, I think, looks better in summer than black. But that's just my own personal opinion. I think lighter colors just kind of lift your outfit and give them a lighter appearance. So try it out and let me know what you think. The next tip I have, and probably the most crucial one, is to go outside. Like I said, the UK gets such limited sunlight, and I feel like I'm really guilty of this as well. I stay inside because maybe I don't have the money to go outside or something, but going outside is free, you guys. It's free. You don't have to buy anything. You can go to local markets, you can go to local festivals. There are so many local festivals that happen in parks where the entry is free and there's entertainment, and then you can just go for the vibes. You can also pack yourself a lunch at home and bring it with you so that if you are hungry while you're out, because a lot of the festivals do tend to have this yummy smell of food, you have food that you've made in your bag. Or you can give yourself a limit. Say, okay, today I'm only going to spend 10 to 15 pounds today to go outside and go to this local festival, for example, and then you can spend your 10 to 15 pound on food and maybe, I don't know, a souvenir. If sometimes they do really cute like handmade jewelry or something, you can give yourself a budget to go to these festivals, because it's so important to go outside, you guys, and see the sun. We don't see enough of it, so please do make an effort to go outside. I always forget how nice it is to be outside until I actually go outside, and then I'm like, oh my god, it's so nice outside to feel like the sun and the fresh air and just sit down in the grass and with a book or a coloring book or with a friend or just some company, or even for some alone time. It is so nice. So make sure you go outside this spring and summer, you guys. The next tip I have is to pick up a new hobby. Now, this can be anything from tennis to badminton to swimming to going for runs outside rather than in your gym. There's so much that you can do. You can bring a coloring book and some pens to a park. You can bring a book to a park. Any kind of hobby that you can think of that might get you active, get you moving, get you outside. Please pick up a new hobby and try something new this spring and summer. The next tip is to make a spring-summer playlist. Now, I don't know about you, but there are a few songs that when I hear them, it almost reminds me of like barbecues and childhood memories of like riding my scooter around. For some reason, there are just some of these songs that just make me think of summer. And I thought of this last summer and it really, really helped. I don't know why there's a difference between summer and winter music, but to me there is, and I can't be the only one. So get your Spotify playlist out and make yourself a summer playlist. It's completely free. Well, you'll be paying for Spotify, but you'll be doing that anyway. So make yourself a playlist of all of your favorite summer songs, and when you're walking around, you're gonna have like your own little playlist track to listen to. The next tip is to buy fresh flowers. Now, there is something amazing about bringing the outside inside. This could be with plants, but for me, I'm definitely a flower person. I used to think that buying flowers was so expensive. Then really not that expensive. The flowers that I get are £3.50 from M&S. You can get them from Sainsbury's. They're £3.50. They don't look like much, but once you get home, you take them out of the plastic, you arrange them into a beautiful vase. I'll throw a picture up of what mine looked like. There's just something so nice about bringing the outdoors indoors, and flowers make me so happy. But for you, it might be plants. So go and find yourself a very affordable affordable plant or something that you can bring into your home that's going to make it feel like the outdoors has come indoors. My next tip is to get in the kitchen and make some summer/spring inspired new recipes. This can be anything from smoothie bowls to, oh, my mum used to make us like smoothies, and then she would put it in a like icicle, what is that thing called? Like a ice pole making thing, this thing. And she would freeze them, and then as kids we would have them, and it was healthy, it was so nice. It's like you've just made your own little frozen smoothie ice pole, so that's really fun, especially if you have like bananas or fruit that's going bad. Just blend it up and then put it in there and then freeze it, and it's really good. You can also make things like homemade coleslaw, homemade potato salad, Caesar salads. When I think of summer, I think of, you know, cold foods, for example, kind of like the side things that you might have at a barbecue, like coleslaw, like potato salad and all of that stuff. Get in the kitchen and try and make it at home rather than going and just buying it. You can do this with family, you can do this with friends, and it's something new for you to learn. So every time there's a barbecue that comes around, I don't know, maybe your famous coleslaw will become, you know, something that everyone wants you to bring, who knows. But get in the kitchen and try and make something. You can also make fresh fruit desserts, so you can make cakes, like I'll throw up some pictures here. You can make cakes and so on with, you know, like fresh fruit in them. I also think that the summer and the spring is a great time to really up the micronutrients of your diet. So things like fruit and veg and, you know, like I said, salads and so on. It's a really good time to start eating healthy, because I know in the winter we will just want like a hot bowl of something, and we just want all of our food to be hot because we're freezing. But in the spring and summer, when the temperatures are up, the food temperatures can be lower. And my last tip for you guys is to dress on theme. What do I mean by this? Well, for me personally, I know that I have the same jean shorts and the same t-shirt, and I wear that all the time in spring and summer, just always in jean shorts and t-shirts. However, I love a theme. So for example, if you're going to the market, what you can do is wear a pretty dress, put your hair up in a claw clip, maybe a tote bag. I'll put some pictures here, like some inspiration. Or if you're going to a picnic, what you can do is again wear a pretty dress with a wicker basket bag. I remember a good few years ago, wicker basket bags were very on trend. But if you still have yours lying around, brush the dust off it, get it out, pair it with a cute little dress, put your hair up in like a romantic kind of bun or something like that, and go to your picnic. If you're going to a pool party, put on your most flattering bikini, whichever one that is for you, a cute little cover up, maybe slick back your hair into a bun, put some shades on and go there looking like the baddest bitch at the party. If you're going to the beach, I did this last year, I put a braid at the side of my hair and put these kind of like seashell hair jewelries in my hair, and I just felt like a mermaid. I was like, oh my god, like, I'll put up something. Oh, someone's at my door. I put my hair in a braid and I put some seashell kind of accessories in it. I had some seashell kind of earrings going on, and I just felt like I was straight out of Aquamarine. It was amazing. I felt like a mermaid. If you're going to a festival, you could try wearing kind of like that Western style with the boots and the little jean shorts and like a little top. Or you can go the other way and do a kind of rave inspired, lots of colors, sequins, like very out there kind of style. It's not my personal style, but I see girls at festivals or going to festivals wearing it, and I think they look like drop dead gorgeous, so you can do that also. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. It was very quick, but it was just a few things you could do to romanticize spring and summer on a budget. I hope you took some kind of inspiration from this, and if you're going to implement any of them into spring or summer, summer, then let me know down below in the comments. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and as always, have a beautiful day, and I will see you guys in the next week's video. Bye!